We got him. Kicking off the new year of filming. 3 hours late. At least he brought pizza. We have a spicy Fabled Hunters episode lined up for you, but first, we'd like to ask you for your support.
We're asking for your support for our Patreon for Fabled Hunters. That also goes to support our team, Fabled Runaways.
Fabled Runaways.
We just had a huge score this national season.
You don't say.
We're the U.S. national champs.
Thanks to Charles Dunn of the Fabled Runaways. We had 4 out of 8, 50% of the top 8.
And Singapore.
Singapore, because of Gordon Co. Let's go, Gordon Co. We're finally making a name for ourselves, and we appreciate everybody's support.
If you want to check out our Patreon, we'll include a link in the description below. For $5 a month, you get access to our, at this point, pretty extensive backlog of videos. We also come out with 2 videos at least every month that talk about personal finances and also the mindset of how to win.
All the proceeds will go to Yuanji and the Runaways. I'm not keeping any of it. I'm also giving my own contribution outside of this channel. So please join us on this journey and let's go Runaways, everybody. All right. Welcome to Fabled Hunters.
I'm Yuanji.
I'm Saint.
And today we're gonna talk and also open some stuff.
We are gonna open some stuff. There's some leftover goodies from the J-Dubs out in Auckland, New Zealand, Legend Day Story Studios. But we're gonna share. What was the topic again, Yuanji?
Yeah, so we're going a little bit clickbaity, I guess, with this topic, and it's top 3 things. You know, people on YouTube like lists.
Oh yeah,
lists of three things that we each want from 2024.
But if that's 3 times 2, isn't that 6 things?
Yeah, but 6 isn't as, you know.
It's not as sexy as 3.
It doesn't pop out as, yeah.
Okay, plus 3, 6 things.
So we're gonna talk about 3 things. 1 is going to be what we want to see from Flesh and Blood in 2024.
The game.
1 is what we want to see in 2024 for Fabled Hunters.
The channel.
And 1 is going to be for what we want to personally try to do in 2024.
Personally. Do you want to kick things off, Yuanji?
Yeah, so I'll take the lead. I think in 2024 for Flesh and Blood, I was super excited when we first heard that they were upgrading organized play to $1.5 million.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, and just like getting more and more regions involved, more callings. And so in 2024, I would like to see kind of the fruits of LSS investing that extra $500,000 in organized play into kind of growing out these communities, so that maybe in 2025 we can get to $2 million or something like that. I'll be personally trying to promote, but more on that later.
Well, that's spoken like a true pro, spoken like a leader of a team, right? Your focus is on organized play. But in Fabled Hunters tradition, I think we're like the yin and yang of the community. I'd really, I don't want to get into any controversial topics. Certain content creators have gotten in trouble for being a little too avid about their opinion, maybe being a little too raw about their opinions. But I think there is some truth to be stated that collectability and the value, value in the secondary market has left something to be desired for collectors in 2023. That said, without me telling LSS what to do, what I think will organically happen, and I think that you just need to be patient and, let things take, let time do its thing, is that I believe 2024 is going to see Flesh and Blood 2.0, the first Flesh and Blood 2.0 set, start going above map, or start going above the original price, maybe even going, significant percentage points above MSRP, because a lot of people seem to have a short attention span, but the first 2.0 set was released, I believe, summer of 2022, right? Uprising was summer of 2022, Pro Tour Lille, but before that, the pre-release was Vegas, Team Calling, where I was on a team, you were on a team, right? One of those teams did better than the other. Uprising, as of the filming of this video and very early in January, Uprising is still in print, or at least not announced out of print, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Although I don't know for sure like how much actually got printed in like multiple waves versus just like distributing out what was printed. I think those things we're still waiting for LSS to update the collector's cache.
Yep, absolutely. But it is my expectation that will happen for one or more sets in 2024.
Yeah.
And that's when like the buck, this is the end of the line for Uprising. This might be the end of the line for Dynasty. And I'm not just going to assume that it's Uprising that's going to take the lead. Dynasty has a lot of compelling factors going for it, like the Cold Foil Command and Conquer, the Soraya, Nitro Mechanoid, Emperor, right? The Emperor is a huge deal, right? And there's a lot of playables in Dynasty that seem to be like just either up and coming or they've been here and they're just valuable, right? So that's a thing. Dusk Till Dawn might be a little early, but I do think Dusk Till Dawn is a viable set. It's a collectible set. I might even argue that it's more collectible than Uprising. But regardless, I just feel a lot of love for 2.0, whereas a lot of the short-term flippers and the investor bros don't seem to see it. I'm just, I've just got such a long time horizon. And I know it's unsexy to just say, let time do its thing.
Yeah.
But I believe 2024 is when we see Fab 2.0, like, really prove itself. Like, we haven't even given Flesh and Blood 2.0 2 full years yet, right?
Yeah, well, I think our interests actually align because it's from my understanding, as I've seen in other card games, that when you have sets that come out that are bangers, that just get a lot of people like really excited to learn how to play the game, to get people excited on coming back into the game if they took a break, on getting people who are already playing the game interested in buying like a lot of boxes to get like the cards. I think that's usually when you kind of see a spike in terms of secondary market prices and collectability for cards. And I think Flesh and Blood is kind of due for a kind of breakout set in 2024, because I think a lot of 2023 was kind of like writing the course of the ship from kind of the early game designs. And now they're, I think, evolving from where they were.
I see what you're saying, and yes, there was some price to be paid for the mistakes of not fully playtesting or rush development or whatever the case is. Let's just call a spade a spade. Monarch and Toa were redonkulous, right? The talents were a little redonkulous for the game.
And when we'll talk about this, I think, when we preview Heavy Hitters. You're going to be previewing Heavy Hitters firsthand very soon.
Yep.
But I have a feeling that Heavy Hitters is going to be sneaky powerful.
Sneaky powerful.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like that gold main dude that gets to draw a card potentially every turn, an extra card or more?
Yeah, well, I'm just saying because I think that Monarch and Tales of Aria, when they designed it, were kind of in your face with the power. It's like, oh, I'm Chain, I attack for like 25 this turn, you're dead.
I've got 2 hands.
Yeah.
Right?
or like
2 grips worth of cards to play with.
Or like I'm Lexi, I shoot all my arrows that go again. They're all like really powerful. I have like 3 of kind. I draw extra cards. Rain Razor.
I'm Briar. Ball lightning. Ball lightning. Ball lightning. Ball lightning. Something. Rosetta Thorn. Still go again.
Yeah. So like
smack your face really hard.
Yeah. So like all of these are like very in your face. Like this turn, I do a lot of like crazy things.
Or I'm Oldham and I shut you down completely forever.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you run out of cards and you're screwed and. Fab isn't fun with Oldham.
Yeah, but I think Oldham is actually probably like Oldham levels of power is probably where we're headed. As I look at some of the cards that have already been spoiled and I use my imagination, get the gears turning.
Okay.
I think the way that I kind of see a lot of stuff in Heavy Hitters going is that they're going to reward you for going through like the normal Flesh and Blood play pattern of like of what they want, where it's like I attack with something, you block with a couple of cards, and then you attack with something, and then we're like this back and forth, but the numbers are juiced.
Okay.
So that it's more similar to kind of like maybe not like with Olden where you can just like block without like using cards, but like it's going to be like per turn. The trading is going to be like way more powerful than what we're used to.
Damn. It just feels like we haven't filmed in a while, and there's so many topics to talk about, but we're limiting it to 3.
Yeah,
each.
so
3.
Yeah, so that's
Six.
for the game.
That's for play, right?
Yeah, and what about saying? What do you want for the channel?
Oh, that's not a difficult one. One semi-sore spot, channel-wise, I forget if it happened in 2023 or it happened in 2022. Late 2022 was when Magic 30 got released in November for like, you know, in Magic the Gathering, right?
Yeah.
And then I think we made a video. A sore spot for me, and words are hard today. Like, what's the opposite of pride? Not shame, but like a little feels bad part about
bittersweet. Bittersweet.
Yeah, so bittersweet aspect of FaBled Hunters channel is that we started this channel to express our love and passion for the game of Flesh and Blood.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, I believe our best performing video at like 21 or 22,000 views is my outrage video about Magic 30.
Yeah.
And while I was outraged and I was really upset about Magic 30, it would be nice to just have a better reigning video, like overtake the Magic 30 content so that, you know, a Flesh and Blood oriented video can become the top video of the channel. I mean, that's not a big ask, right?
I mean, we just need to farm more clicks. So you gotta do more outrageous things. It's like I spent $2 million to put these Flesh and Blood cards on a private island, and people are gonna.
I bought out the entire global population of Warmonger's diplomacy.
No. And I think in all seriousness, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a big channel goal.
We need. You know, it's like a mixture of like timing. I think when we film, sometimes it's hard to hit like that timing window.
Yep.
But I think we'll find like some more.
We'll
ways.
hit our stride eventually.
Yeah,
we'll
find some. We'll switch things up. We'll mix it up a little bit. Try some things out. Yeah, and then as for me, what I want to see from the channel is it's a little bit sad that you and I often go to events together, or not like we don't go together, but we're at events.
We happen to both be at events at the same time.
At the same time.
Okay.
And you're filming like a lot of videos. But I'm not in a lot of those videos because usually I'm like pretty busy during the event.
Well, you're playing, and I'm in meetings too, and like we hang out between rounds and we grab a meal here and there, maybe, right?
Yeah, but I would like for us to do some more like alternate location filming, and because like. I think for the viewers out there, and you guys can write in the comment section if you think this is the case, but I think that having, like, switching up the backgrounds for, like, the videos that we do can be, like, a breath of fresh air. It's like...
But that's why I'm always making random content whenever we go to majors or we go out of town. And
yeah, I'm saying, but it's like,
we should do that together.
We need to do that.
Okay.
I'll carve out some time... For sure, and then we'll make it happen. Okay. This is like something that I want. I'm pretty excited about.
For sure, and hopefully you get a couple of casting jobs for the upcoming year.
Yeah.
And I will video bomb your ass while you're in the middle of casting, right?
Yeah. We'll see. Maybe.
Maybe it won't be allowed. Maybe that's frowned upon.
On stream, it'll be We'll just
a wild FaBled Hunter appears.
I'm just like reminded of that like episode. Where like you're like on Impractical Jokers, but it's like you're like flipping it now. Now you're the prankster.
I'm the prankster. Yes.
Hopefully, when we try some new things, that maybe some of you guys will like that, and leave some suggestions in the comments on what you want to see us do content about. But before we move on to the next topic,
there's the third topic.
Yeah,
or there's the fifth and sixth topic.
Yeah, but before we move on to that, we have something to open. This is like, I think, a holdover from last year.
Well, you're thinking this is a holiday gift. I'm thinking this is something integral to the next set of Flesh and Blood, but you don't think so.
No, I think this is similar to, when we got the Christmas socks.
You mean the socks? Yeah, the socks. I wear this. Do you wear the socks?
Yeah, I wear the socks.
Hey, it beats like paying €35 for the longer version of the socks at Worlds, right?
Yeah, I love the fact that they're making merch.
Mm-hmm.
I did not love the price tag.
Oh, you got a little bit of it, right?
Yeah, I got some T-shirts. I think it's important to support like the projects.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just gonna go for it because I think you opened the last one, right?
Yeah.
All right. And the last one, the luggage tag holder, that was really cool. This is. Wait a minute. This is another box. Did they send me two of the same thing? This is a golden box. This is similar to what I got for the Queenstown thing. Is this another Queenstown thing, or is this... Oh, this is personal, I guess. Merry Christmas, Saint. Thank you for another year of support, belief in Flesh and Blood, and friendship. Wishing you, Holly Philia, wonderful festive season and 2024. Oh, this is a personal little thing from James. Wow. James, CC, and Monica. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. What is this, Squizzy and...
Oh, Squizzy and Floof.
Mm-hmm.
So these are promos. This is like they're like a promo Santa hero. I don't know for anybody who hasn't seen these before. These are given out as part of the end of year social play kits.
Okay.
So I actually went to an event hosted at a local game store by me, Gilded Raven, where we did Ultimate Pit Fight. Okay. So everybody just like brought Ultimate Pit Fight decks, and you play a couple rounds of Ultimate Pit Fight, and however they decide, like the winner of whatever gets like one of these.
Okay, so this is like an event thing, and this is Hero 100. Wow, that's the 100th hero, and we got cards, and we have a box. You know what?
It's like a notebook.
It is a notebook. These are one of the notorious notebooks from the Pro Tour. And you know what? I can't not share because I already have one of these.
Yeah.
So that's for you, Yuanji.
Thank you.
I'm going to keep the cards. Thank you for the rainbow full of baubles. This is going in my LGS appreciation, LGS promo kit. Is this really worth anything? Not really, right? Like 20-30. This is just for fun, right?
What are you trying to sell these?
No, I'm not trying to sell this. I'm just wondering.
But these aren't. They don't just like give these out to like to anyone. Like
LGS stores.
Huh?
They're not LGS.
No, they are LGS promos. But I'm saying like I think that these are not like crazy widely distributed. You know what I mean?
Really?
Like stores had to host social play events.
Okay. Well, I will still hold on to this. I will hold on to this, and I appreciate it. And you can have the hero too. All right. So the baubles, these things, I am collecting this line, and I will hold on to this because just like the first ever E-Strike playmat and the letter that came with it, the value is in the sentiment. Thanks again, James & Co.
So the last topic of the video is going to be what we personally want to achieve in 2024. And so I'll start off. So personally, I want to try to get more involved in actually spreading the game of Flesh and Blood in multiple ways. One is I'm going to try to do more casting to try to bring more excitement to these organized play events, and to just like bring everyone kind of up to appreciating high level Flesh and Blood the same way that I do.
Okay.
But then the second thing that myself
it's a two-parter.
Yeah, okay. Myself and Runaways.
Let's go Runaways, everybody.
That Runaways is doing this year is, I think we spent a lot of our time in 2023 kind of being kind of like an outlet for the competitive community to meet and to try to like play games together online to like gear ourselves up for these major events. But in 2024, a big thing that we want to do is kind of take like our experience as, you know, high level Flesh and Blood players, and to just kind of spread that to everyone, to let everyone know that, you know, getting into Flesh and Blood isn't as scary or as difficult as you might think it is.
I saw your first episode release. Health is a resource or something like that.
Yeah,
health is really important. HP points are awesome.
Yeah, health is the resource.
The resource.
In Flesh and Blood.
Flesh and Blood 101.
Not cards.
Not cards.
And so...
But health does translate into cards somewhat, right?
Yeah, but it's the other
cards
way around.
Are worth
cards
health.
are worth health.
Okay. Hey, I'm learning.
Yeah.
It's Fab 101. So
yeah,
there you go.
I'm glad that you talked about that. Fab 101 is kind of the first step. And, you know, I was really inspired by a lot of the kind of like the poker coaching courses and content, whatever that people make that I consume. That kind of, it made me feel like there's not kind of like a comprehensive course out there for people to just like try to get into Flesh and Blood. If you want to try to learn how to play Flesh and Blood, you know, it's like pretty challenging. I remember when I first started playing, I got pretty frustrated because I felt like I didn't know what I was doing. I got punished for trying to play my cards. And so...
That's kind of how it feels like for me all the damn time when I try to play Flesh and Blood.
Yeah, it's like oh, I'm trying to play the cards that I draw, and then because I'm trying to play them, then I get punished.
Then I got to think forever and be worried about what cards to play.
Yeah,
and then no takebacks, and yeah, it's a little intimidating. I could see why there's an absolute need for like a formalized coaching plan that I think the Runaways are doing.
Yeah, it's like a course.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, it's
link below.
It's like a course for everybody. Where you know you don't have to take like a long period of time. I think we're gonna try to like keep most of the videos definitely under 15 minutes, but try to keep them like under like 10 minutes per video. And it's just like you watch one of these videos. It's kind of short. You like think about it, and then we'll hopefully be able to assemble an entire catalog as the year goes on.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to try to make these videos because I really want to see, you know, Flesh and Blood grow beyond what it is currently.
Okay.
And so I want to personally try to do, you know, my role in helping.
Do your part in getting people into the organized play circuit, right? Yeah. So that, like you said earlier, eventually organized play can grow to 2 million prize pool, 3 million prize pool, maybe instead of, I don't know, 15 or 20 callings a year, maybe 35, 50 callings a year.
How sick would it be if Flesh and Blood gets to the point, you know, similar to League of Legends or like Dota or whatever, that like the world's winner gets like more than like $1 million to the winner. Like,
that'd be insane.
Like that could happen.
It could happen. I agree with you completely.
Yeah.
I mean, the last world's winner won over $100,000, I think.
Yeah.
So this that's definitely it's going to take a little bit of time, and it's going to take a lot of effort from everybody, but you're doing your part. And I guess that leads me to me talking about doing my part. And since Yuanji did a 2-part thing, he also reminded me that it's probably going to already have happened by the time the video releases.
Yeah.
But I got invited to the Queenstown Celebrational, and I'm not sure if any other Runaway is actively playing or competing. I think Ethan is busy doing
Ethan
production stuff.
And Craig are going to both be there, but Craig, I think, is casting the event.
He's casting, so he can't play.
And Ethan is doing the production for the event.
So Ethan is producing, so he can't play.
Yeah.
So I think that leaves me as the honorary Runaway.
Yeah, you gotta take it down for the team.
And hey, I'm not gonna say I want to take it down. I just want to not do the worst out of everybody there.
Okay.
Because there's some big names there, right?
Yeah.
I think Brody's gonna be there.
No, he's terrible.
Oh.
I've never...
That's not what I heard. Okay.
I forgot what you heard.
Okay, and there's other pros.
Yeah.
And there's other very active, very competent content creators.
Yeah.
Right? And I just want to not do the worst or not completely like goose egg the event.
Yeah.
And I want to like do my part as an honorary Runaway.
Yeah.
Now, that's the small part. The overarching personal goal for the game of Flesh and Blood in 2024 is that, I just have to say, between 2020 till now, I've always, I would say, answered the call when anybody in the Flesh and Blood community, anybody I found significant in the Flesh and Blood community needed help, when another content creator needed, help or needed their push, I always, stuck my neck out. Whenever a member of, call it LSS or a judge or a pro, needed something, usually a lot of the time is liquidity, I'd always do my very best to provide it and push it forward, and push that individual forward so that they could meet their, they could either make ends meet or, achieve a dream or achieve a goal. And even for the game of Flesh and Blood, it's been 3 years. There's been a lot of ups and downs. I've always stepped up in ways that I can't even, and I won't discuss on camera, to help the game of Flesh and Blood. That said, I just feel that the game, because of certain egos getting in the way, or certain egos at odds with one another, or certain individuals at odds with one another, that 2023 ended with a really bad rift for the optics as well as the sentiments of the game. And hopefully I can be a catalyst for good. I don't want to get myself in any trouble, but I want to just repair any rifts between the collectability and to move.
Be like a mediator.
A mediator, yes. Yeah. To improve any potential rifts within the game. Patch together the Eastern and Western Hemisphere, the Northern and Southern. You know what I mean? Bring the world closer together because, current events in Flesh and Blood, I believe, are pulling the collectors apart from the game. And the collectors just feeling down and out and not liking the optics that they see and not feeling very much love. One of the biggest collectors, people thinking that individual or that mega LGS is exiting the game. That's not the case. It's blown out of proportion. However, I think there's disagreements on both sides. I see both sides of the picture, or I understand both perspectives. I'm going to try to learn more. Part of this is going to be, one of my goals in going to New Zealand and just chatting and seeing if there's any steps for an amicable copacetic resolution. And otherwise, Patreons, people on Messenger, people in our comments have asked if I can weigh in on the rift that happened at the end of last year. And until I get a much, much clearer picture, I will not weigh in because individuals on both sides are my personal friends, and I value the relationships that I've developed in this game more than I value money, or more than I value the cards, or more than I value your fucking opinions. So, that's people. That's people and their priorities. There are content creators that all of a sudden they'll, things get boring or views go down and they're like, I'm taking a break. I quit Flesh and Blood. And then some little hit piece comes up or they see an opportunity to grab a couple thousand views. And all of a sudden they fucking unretired. And I'm not going to name names. That's indicative of their personalities. Me, I've never been about, chasing the clout or farming views or anything like that. I'm about loving this game, loving the people behind this game, loving and caring for the people that I've met and the relationships that I've developed as a result of this game. And that will not change. Just like my support of the FaBled Runaways is going to be about, a band of bros that are out there pursuing a dream. And I think you guys will not stop until you have achieved at least your first world championship, right? Or even if you do, you'll be looking for more. You're a bunch of hungry go-getters that really, really, really want to win and are willing to work hard. And you guys have my support. I can't like pitch an extra resource for you or, give you free tunic counters, but at least I can, get the pom-poms out at the majors and film some content, take folks out to eat and celebrate accordingly, making more content, whether good or bad. And on, the collectability side and the game side, I think it's really important to mind the relationships and remember that there are people with feelings, people with egos, people with dreams on all sides of the equation. And it's not just about your views. It's not just about you going re at home. It's about, there's an overarching mission, and it's about delivering the amazing game of Flesh and Blood to the most people possible.
Yeah.
And at the same time, hopefully delivering value to the individuals that truly believed in Flesh and Blood and still believe in Flesh and Blood. Now, mind you, I know this is long-winded, mind you, I'm not talking about the little twats that bitch about the Art of War cold foil or, oh, I bought a rainbow foil majestic and whack and, well, LSS owes me something. No, they fucking don't. They don't owe you motherfucking shit. All they owed you was the product, which you paid for, and that was the extent of the exchange. And you got a quality product. You got a piece of workmanship. What you owe the game, if you're going to get the returns that you're looking for, is you owe the game patience, you owe the game understanding, and you owe the game your silence, because you all, the ones bitching that say they're supporters of the game,
just go play the game with your friends, like
or be like me. Although I don't play a lot, I put my cards in a binder. I'm like, wow. These are really beautiful cards. I sure do appreciate them.
Show your cards to your cards to your friends. Get them interested. That's how your stuff goes up.
Exactly.
Get everybody that you know.
He was preventing me from going on an unhinged rant, and that's how I feel about the so-called collectors.
Yeah.
But me, I just want this. I just want the people and the players and the parties that all love this game and care for this game to get along. And I will do everything I can to mend fences and help bring everybody together, because although the goal of the game is to bring everybody together in the Flesh and Blood to play great games, I also think that we can bring people together in the Flesh and Blood to collect this great game at the same time. So those are our wishes for 2024.
Yeah.
We leave anything out? Oh wait, that's right. We still have our Patreon, right? In order to support the Fabled Hunters and the Fabled Runaways, please join us on Patreon, where we can take some of these discussions offline. It's, private in a private Discord, and you can ask me personally questions. I answered every single damn question in 2023, and there were a lot of questions. And some of the questions were not comfortable. Some of the questions weren't even relevant, but I think I answered every single one. I think, right? Yeah, the Patreons who are watching this, eventually watch this, you can fact check me. I believe I answered every single one, and I at least responded in 24 hours. If not, I said I would think up a more adequate response within 24 hours, and then I responded later.
You got a lot out of your $4.99.
Yes, you definitely get a lot of value for that. But if you don't join our Patreon, at least like, comment, subscribe, twiddle that notification button, and we'll see you for 169 more episodes in 2024. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, a wild fabled hunter appears.
I'm here.
And we have pizza.
Yeah, this is a special day for you, I guess.
From Rocky's Pizzeria.
Yeah.
All right, what is...
Controversial.
Controversial. I love Hawaiian pizza.
I also like Hawaiian pizza. I don't get what the hate is.
Right?
It's sweet, it's salty.
Right? It's amazing. There's nice little morsels of, goodness. It's not too sweet, salty.
Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of comments.
Yes, why would people hate on this pizza? I haven't had pizza since, February of 2023, so This is literally a treat. That is just some nice supreme brick oven pizza. We're gonna dig in. We're gonna get to filming. We're gonna kick off 2023. Let's go.
Let's go.